everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new to the channel, I'm a digital analytics consultant and I'm very enthusiastic about new technologies in the data world like CDP. So if you're working on anything like Adobe Analytics, Adobe Target, Adobe Audience Manager, Adobe Tag Manager or CDP, this is the channel for you. Today's topic is how to prepare for Adobe Target Architect or Master certification. We'll talk about the strategy and important topics. So hop on everyone. So this is basically my strategy for clearing the exam. In general for Adobe certifications, the thumb rule is to cover their documentation and the more thorough you can be with it. I mean, if you use Adobe videos, that may not cover the content entirely. Next is hands-on. So you need to do a lot of hands-on practice exercises. So if, for example, if you have a topic like administration, you should go ahead to the tool and explore that tab, see whatever options you have, and that's how you go about it. The next step is to go through the exam guide, right? So the main thing here is to, look at the topics, the weightage, and what all the exam is going to test you on. And last, you need to use this video to fine tune your strategy, right? So this is the exam guide for Adobe Target Architect certification, right? And you need to look at this and understand what are the topics, what is the weightage, whether you're able to, you have a thorough knowledge on all the topics that they have mentioned, how well do you perform on those, right? So that's how it is. Like you have these different sections that you can see here right now, right? You have Adobe Target and supported touchpoints, one section. Adobe Target administration and governance is another. Then there is integration, right? They have mentioned these different percentages. Integration has a 16%, then administration is 13%. So when we move further in the video in the important topic section, we'll talk about these topics, right, in detail. But the main thing is here that like when we're talking about integration, they are mentioning A40, right? So do you know about that? How well do you assess yourself on those topics, right? So that's how you need to look at this exam guide and understand all these different topics, whether you know them or not. And if you have not covered a topic, go ahead and explore that topic and brush yourself on that topic, right? So I have put in a list of important topics here which you can guide for your preparation, right? This list is in order of most important to less important topics. So basically descending order of importance, right? So the first one is administration, right? You have the administration tab in Target. So you should know all the key features of that particular tab. Do explore all the options there, right? Host and response tokens are the very important topics under this particular tab. And then you should also explore the implementation tab, environments, VC, reporting tab under that particular tab, right? So that's how it is. The next one is implementation. So you should have an overview of what implementation is, right? You have client-side implementation, you have server-side implementation, you have hybrid implementation. So you should have an overview of these three kinds of implementation when you go for each one of them, right? When is the use case to go for them? And then what are the implementation steps in general, right? How does that entire workflow work, right? You should have an understanding of that. Next is privacy and security, right? You can get 1 to 2 questions on this topic. The next topic is methods to get data into Target, a very important topic, right? Um, Next is AD.js. AD.js, you will get a lot of questions, right? Like AD.js cookies, session ID, PC ID, right? You will get some question around these cookies, whether these cookies are first party or third party, something around this, right? You should know all these things. You should know what is the benefits of AD.js 2x over the previous versions, right? Like it can be used for SPAs, the page performance improves, it can cache all offers on page load to reduce multiple server calls on a single server call, right? All these steps, all these inputs you should know, right? Then Important AD.js functions you should know, like get offer, get offers, apply offers, target page params, target page params all. Interestingly, target page params function is used to pass parameters to the global inbox in Adobe Target. A very important point to know, right? So you should know all these important functions and what they're used for, right? Next, you should know about mobile implementation. If you know it on an overall level, it's fine. No need to go deep into that topic, right? So that's how implementation is about. Next is integration. Integration, you will have a lot of questions on A4T, right? You should know how A4T works, what are the steps for implementing A4T, how do you validate, what is SDID, how do you validate using SDID, right? The entire concept, you should know about that. It is very important topic. Definitely 5 to 6 questions you will get on this topic itself. When do you go for A4T? How do you select the reporting source as a Adobe Analytics? All that steps you should know, right? Next is activities. Now in activities, you will get some deeper questions, right? Because this is the architect certification. You should focus on the premium activities like auto target, automated personalization, but you can get questions on other activities also, right? You should be very thorough in the activities, right? Then you will be asked different business use cases for which activity to use when, right? Then you should know about content troubleshooting, experience validation, right? That's another topic where you can get around 4 to 5 questions, right? Mbox trace, Mbox debug, Adobe Experience Cloud Debugger, Activity QA URLs. You should know all about these methods, right? Activity QA URLs, you have options for audience testing as well, right? You should know about those options as well, right? Next is recommendations. Recommendations, you can get a lot of questions on this one. You will be asked what are entity attributes, what are entities used for, feeds, collections, exclusion, criteria, recommendation key, different algorithms like people who viewed those, top sellers by category, and so on and forth. You'll get a lot of questions on recommendations. Next is offers. Offers, you will not get very deep questions. You should know the types and when you will use which one. AEM experience fragments is a very important topic under offers, right? The next is audiences. Again, audiences, you need to know about what is visitor profile. You have to go deep into this topic, right? What it is, lifetime, profile attributes. You should very thoroughly understand the profile attributes topic. Next is profile scripts and customer attributes. Profile scripts, you should know that they're used to test mutually exclusive activities and how to debug profile scripts, right? We talked about response tokens in the administration tab, right? So that's how it is. You able to debug profile scripts using response tokens, and that is a topic you should know about, right? And then the next one is VEC versus form versus SPA, right? When do you go for each of these experience composer? What is the business case, right? VEC is the user-friendly one for the marketers and all. Form is the non-visual one and it's used to create experiences for delivery in emails and voice assistants, right? So that's how it is. SPA is your for single page applications, right? You should know when to go for an SPA. You will get some more deeper questions on SPA and form based one, right? Like for example, in the case of SPAs, you'll be tested around the topic of how to implement target for SPAs, right? You should know about the trigger view function here. So that's how it is. So that's all for today. All the best for your preparation. Do well. Hope this video is helpful. Do like and share. Subscribe so that you can get important video notifications, right? And comment on any topics that you would like me to cover.